So Mickey Rourke went insane on Donald Trump last night. And who knew this was going to happen? But our photog is out at Mr. Chow in Beverly Hills. Mickey comes out. Somehow they get baseball mitts in their hands, and they start.
Our photog is a baseball aficionado. But anyway,
with two mitts and a ball, and they start playing ball together.
It looks like the most peaceful, casual setting, and then
Donald Trump comes up and he goes crazy.
Biggest scumbag on the planet is that maggot with an F in front of it, Donald Trump. Horse he rode in on.
What do you think about his star getting vandalized?
I think that his wife is one of the biggest gold diggers around. I know. I used to go out with a gold digger. And I mean, how can you sleep next to that flabby, fat piece of and get your rocks off? I mean, you gotta have like millions sticking out of I mean, you gotta go to bed with that every night? You gotta be a gold digger.
Oh, I got so many things to say.
Well, you want to start with his first comment about
homophobic comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a homophobic comment, and that was.
And there were others in there that you probably couldn't hear because of the bleeps. But yeah, this came out of nowhere. I mean, look, we've seen a lot of celebrities who are clearly would be opposed to Donald Trump. Just from a political stance.
But you know what's
I've never heard this kind of venom.
And you know what's interesting about this is that Donald Trump got severely criticized for making disparaging remarks about Ted Cruz's wife, and Mickey Rourke, is pissed off at Donald Trump. Presumably because of some of the things he said, yet he's using the same tactic by saying that the wife is a gold digger.
I think that's fascinating to me because, in my opinion, Mickey Rourke is a very interesting, eclectic guy. So you always get something, off the rails from him. But I feel like Donald Trump, in a lot of ways, has opened up a lot of this type of talk to be out there because he does it in a sphere where it's typically not done, and people choose to relate to him this way.
Well, remember, I mean, and I'm not going to use the words, but he says Ted Cruz started it because initially somebody, and he thinks the Cruz campaign, and it seems like it was somebody from the Cruz campaign, put something out there with his wife Melania in lingerie.
Even if Ted Cruz started that, Donald Trump started this.
Just the overall thing about saying whatever you want.
Yeah, right. Donald Trump, he started that.
Yeah, well, there is sort of do you fight fire with fire is the question.
Now it seems to be the only way to fight. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump kind of berates you if you don't fight him back in the same way, because he'll out and out or maybe even echo sentiments that you're a blank, like he did on the stage when he was standing on the stage. So if you don't go down to his level, it makes you look worse almost now. It's a weird time.
This is like Mickey Rourke is starting his political campaign.
Exactly.
Right?
Not a great opener, though.
Not a great opener.
Using a homophobic.
You think it wasn't, but maybe it will work. You never know.
I don't know if the homophobic thing is going to work in California.
I mean, it's worked for a lot of politicians.
Yeah, well, okay. So we can actually kind of pinpoint, it seems, where some of that animosity happened.
The start of all this, Mickey Rourke, he went on and I think you're right, dropped a very big hint about where his feud with Donald Trump started.
Donald Trump's star was vandalized last night.
Donald Trump sued me and Tupac years ago, and it goes that far back. And if you're going to sue somebody, sue them for the amount of damage they did, not 5 times the amount of damage. So Donald Trump so he talks like he goes. His wife said, "Well, he's a tough guy." He's not a tough guy. He's a bully and he's a bitch, and he my and I'll meet him in a hotel room any day of the week and give him a Louisville Slugger, kiss my ass, you bitch, punk.
Wow. Do you know?
Well, first of all, there goes the black vote. He sued Tupac. That's out of here.
You think Marco Rubio watched that and go, God, I should have brought him in as my advisor?
Yeah. Do you know? I think you're onto something because we were talking
because we know that we couldn't find anything about a lawsuit.
Could not find a lawsuit anymore.
But we know that Mickey Rourke and Tupac shot a movie together. Was that movie set in New York?
Yeah, Bullet. Yeah, okay. I've seen it. Yeah.
So it was set in New York that they stayed at the hotel. Right, and they probably partied.
And they damaged the hotel because he was trying to get 5 times the amount of damage, and that would kind of make sense.
That's got to be what it is.
That would kind of make sense on why he's so pissed off.
And you know what? The studio probably paid it.
That's right, but he found out what it was, and he felt that Trump was gouging him or something like that. Interesting.
Hi, this is Evelyn Mitchell-Irby from Memphis, Tennessee. Hi.
Hi.
I think Mickey Rourke is absolutely right. Donald Trump is a big bully. He talks about everybody else, so now he's getting what he deserves. Mickey Rourke is not going to back down, and hey, Donald Trump does it to everybody else, so hey.
Okay.